another stitch. For those that don't know me, my name is Connie, and today is Crochet Tuesday. Well, we thought there was going to be a chance that we were going to get some snow, but we didn't get any. And in Louisiana, we actually spell snow S-N-E-A-U-X. We Cajun it up. And the reason why we call it that is because we have a wetter snow than up north, which is why it's really difficult to build snowmans when it does snow. But we didn't get any snow. It just sleeted and rained. And actually, the first time I ever saw snow, I was in the 7th grade. It does not snow often in the part of Louisiana that I live in. And as a child, I actually lived in South Louisiana, where now I live in Central Louisiana. And it was like 15 or 20 years that it had not snowed. And so the first time I saw snow, I was in the 7th grade. Now, I did have more experience seeing snow whenever I was in the Navy because I was stationed in Great Lakes, Illinois, and it snowed all the time there. But now it usually snows about once every other year. I want to show you the progress on my 2021 temperature blanket. I've completed the 3 rows for the first week now. And I want to show you one trick that I haven't mentioned to y'all yet. Whenever you put your work down, if you don't want to take a chance of your stitches coming undone on you, you can put a stitch marker in that last loop, like what I did here. And if you pull it, it can't come undone. Now, I did this because this is going to be sitting for about a week until I have the next week to do my temperature blanket. But a lot of times, I just make the big loop, and that's worked fine for me. But using a stitch marker is a good idea. And the temperature for the first week of 2021 averaged in the 40s. And I used the slate blue for the first week. I'm kind of curious what the temperature is going to average this week because it's been cold. It's been freezing today. This morning I didn't think I would ever warm up. Had the heater going. I was under my temperature blanket. I have started a new project. It's a crochet project. I'm leaving it a mystery until I reveal to y'all what I'm working on. A few people do know about this project, but not very many. And it's a fun project. And me and Frank are both going to have one, but it's going to be in different colors. So I'm so excited for whenever I get to reveal this to you. It'll probably be revealed next week for Crochet Tuesday. And after that, I'm probably going to start working on some holiday projects for Valentine's Day and Mardi Gras, because I want to get those made before the holiday actually hits. And then I plan to start working on my ocean blanket. And usually for any holiday, I'll usually take a break from what I'm working on to start working on holiday stuff. And especially with doing a blanket. And I'm the type, I really don't like having a lot of projects going at once. There was one time I actually had 5 going at the same time. And it just made me antsy. And the reason was because my knitting needles had broken. So that was the reason for one project. The other project I needed to go out and get more yarn for. then I had started working on one hat for me, but a friend had asked me to make a hat for her. And that took priority over my other projects. And then, of course, there was the temperature blanket on the hooks. But I usually try to discipline myself to finish a project before I start a new one. Because whenever I was a teenager, I used to have a lot of unfinished cross-stitching projects. And I would just always restart new projects and never finish. So I really try to discipline myself to make sure I finish what I start. But sometimes I will start a new project if I'm working on something big and I need a break from it, or if I run out of yarn and I'm just waiting to go to the store to get some more. But other than that, I usually try to keep to what I'm working on and finish that first before starting something else. Oh, and guess what Wednesday is? Wednesday is Frank's birthday. He's going to make the big 45. He's going to catch up with me. We're only the same age for about a month and a half. And then I'm a year older. I need y'all input on what I should make with this yarn here. It's a blue heron yarns. And I think the color is cornelian rayon metallic. And it's 550 yards. And I'm guessing it must be a #1 weighted yarn because it looks really thin. And I don't know if this would be enough to do a shawl. I'm probably going to knit with this instead of crochet. What would y'all recommend that I make with this? It's real pretty. It has little sparkles on it. And it was actually gifted to me off of Ravelry. There's a forum where you can post a wish list. And most of the time I forget to post my wish list. But I actually did it this month. And someone was very generous and gifted this to me. And I absolutely love it. And if that member happens to watch my channel at some time, thank you very much for this yarn. But what ideas do you have? I could do socks, but I kind of would like to do something else with it. Now I want to talk to y'all about a stitch that I learned how to do in crochet. And it's a very popular stitch. It's called corner to corner. And you'll also see it referred to as C2C. And with this stitch, when you do the first row or two, it's very flimsy where it's not holding, where the yarn kind of just goes the wrong direction. And the tutorial that I found that showed the best placement for how it was supposed to go was Fiber Spider's scarf tutorial for C2C, corner to corner. And I also checked out other tutorials too. And that's one thing I advise when you're trying to learn something new with crochet. View several videos, because one video may show one thing that helps you, and another video might show something else where you got to kind of combine it. But anyway, when you're doing corner to corner, the points always point up. And at first you increase on both sides until you get to your desired width. Then you stop increasing on one side, but just one side. And you want to make sure you keep track of which side to increase and which one not to. So one thing I did was I put a stitch marker on the side that I was increasing on so I wouldn't get it confused. And then you keep going where you're only increasing on one side and not the other until you get to the desired height. height of it. And at that point, you stop increasing on both sides. And this was a mistake I made initially because the tutorial that Fiber Spider has, he doesn't actually show you how to do the full scarf. So when he started saying to stop increasing on the second side, I stopped increasing. And then I had like this small rectangular shape, and I was trying to figure out, where do I go from here? I'm thinking I had to keep making little shapes like that and connect them, but nothing was showing how to connect them. So there's this lady in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, and she's kind of my go-to person when I struggle with something. And she's been awesome helping me. She has really gone out of her way. So I go to her, and she explained to me that I wasn't supposed to stop increasing when I did, that I needed to keep going until I got to about my desired height. And then when you get to your desired height, you stop increasing on both sides. And you're basically just filling in the rest of the rectangular shape. And that's basically how you do corner to corner. Now, I mentioned this before in a previous video that Barbara from Crochet Therapy has an awesome tutorial. She did a candy cane corner to corner scarf, and she really shows how to do the stitch the best that I've seen any video. And the video came out after I learned how to do corner to corner. And I'm going to link that video in my description box again for y'all, because corner to corner, it's very popular. I also want to let y'all know that I am getting very close to doing a giveaway. I am now at 80 subscribers, so I need 20 more to get to 100. So please do everything you can to help my channel grow. Subscribe, like, share my videos. And what I'm thinking about doing for my first giveaway, I haven't completely decided yet, but I'm leaning towards doing a gift card. And I would let y'all choose which craft store y'all want in, and I'd even let y'all choose like Amazon or Walmart, where you don't necessarily have to get yarn or craft supplies. And I think that would be the simplest route to go, and it would be a lot easier too, because I don't have to deal with shipping, and shipping is expensive, and I'd rather give y'all what I would be spending on shipping in a gift card. So hopefully I hit 100 soon. And cat news today. Allie, I think, has been cold today. She's been hanging out a lot by the heater. So I think the cold weather's getting to her. But she's still in good spirits. She's been happy today. She let me hold her. And she's not a cat that usually likes to be picked up. But lately she's been letting me pick her up more. And Sophie got a visit from her boyfriend this weekend. He came up to the front door. And I call him Oscar. And the reason I call him Oscar is because we always find the cat in our garbage can. We have one of the city garbage cans, and the lid broke off on it, so we can't close it. So he's always in our garbage can, and he's a real pretty cat. And he comes up to the door, and Sophie just gets so excited. And I'm presuming he's a male cat, because this is a little interesting fun fact. Typically, an orange and white cat is a male. And let me know if y'all have ever seen a cat that is orange and white that isn't a male. Because when I think back of all the cats I had as a child, the orange and white ones always did seem to be males. And even like other people's cats. And also, calico cats seem to typically be females. And the same thing, if you've ever seen a male calico cat, let me know. Oh, one thing I want to let y'all know about, I'm fixing to get a green screen for my videos. So the angels in the background are going to be going bye-bye. And those that are curious about my angels, most of the angels I have are seraphim and dreamsicles. And I got most of them from either thrift stores or yard sales because I love saving money when I can. And a lot of times it allows me to be able to buy things that I typically wouldn't be able to afford. And the only ones on the shelves that didn't come from a yard sale or thrift store is some of the dreamsicle snow globes that I have. And those came off of eBay. But you'll see me once I get the green screen and figuring out how to edit with it, that I'm going to be playing around with all sorts of different backgrounds. Holidays, you will see different holiday backgrounds. I'm going to have fun with it. So expect that in the future. And I want to wish everybody a fabulous yarny day. And bye!